What is up, people? This is Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. In this video, we're going to talk about the 9 ways to market your rental property, right? So if you're an individual landlord, you're not using a real estate agent, this video is for you. It's going to show everything that we do minus put the listing in the MLS, right? So this is all the steps that we take to market a property. There's actually 2 ways on here that we can't do because we're licensed real estate agents, but you can. We're going to share those with you in this video. Would you do me a favor before we get started? Would you like, subscribe, follow wherever you're following or wherever you're watching this video? That would greatly, that would help us produce more content like this to help you and assist you with your real estate needs, right? Okay, so let's get to it. First, before we get into the sources, right, the ways you can market your rental property, let's cover some things that are applicable to all of these sources, right? First, let's talk about syndication, right? And so syndication is this process of putting information in one place and then that information going multiple places. So Apartmentscom is one of those places where you put your information in Apartments.com and then it sends your information to Apartments Finder, and it also sends your listing to apartmenthomeliving.com, right? And so that's syndication. So you're going to hear me talk about syndication when we talk about the sources, right? The next thing, these 9 sources is going to take you some time, right? On our side, it takes us anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. And we're professionals. We do this on a regular basis. I would say that you should budget anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes for each one of these sources. Let's see. Also, with these sources, some of them require that you renew them, right? So you're gonna have to renew them because they're gonna expire. The listings will expire. We are putting together a guide that you can actually look at. The link is down below in the comment section or the description, right? So it's just an ultimate guide to these 9 sources. Go there, you're gonna find all the information you need about the expiration dates and whatnot, right? Another thing too, these sources, they're different sources, right? They're not the same company. And so a lot of things are going to vary. Well, not a lot of things. All of them have pictures, all of them have descriptions, but the number of pictures, the length of the description, what features each unit has, or what features you can actually add will also vary based on the units that are the service that you're using, okay? So we got all that out the way. Now let's go into the sources. The first source that you're going to want to use is Zillow, right? Okay, so Zillow syndicates their listings to Trulia and Hotpets, right? So remember syndication? Zillow is going to be your #1 source for leads that you generate, right? So between the MLS, so on our side, the MLS provides us with a lot of exposure, and Zillow when we post the listing to Zillow. We don't have to post the listing to Zillow because it is syndicated from the MLS straight to Zillow, but you will, okay? Now, the next one is Apartments.com, right? Apartments.com. Now, Apartments.com, a great resource for you to get exposure to your property. Apartments.com is actually owned by the CoStar Group. CoStar has a number of websites that are targeted to rentals, the rental population, or to individuals who are looking for rentals. And so in addition to these 2 websites, there are a number of other websites that CoStar through Apartments.com will syndicate your information to. And so you want to think about syndication as this leverage that you're using, this tool that actually gets more information in the hands of more users, regardless of what platform they're using. The next service is Craigslist, right? All right, Craigslist. Okay, Craigslist in the olden days used to provide us with a lot of leads, a lot of inquiries. In Northern Virginia, it's not so much, and we still do it, right? And Craigslist is also one of those services that you're gonna have to renew on a regular basis. So it may be more of a hassle than it's worth. I understand, and you're trying to get the information out. On the rental side, if you have somebody moving from maybe the Bay Area or the West Coast, where Craigslist is still very popular, then they may be already that prospective tenant may already be accustomed to using that service, and so it helps them find your listing if it's already there. Now, Facebook Marketplace. All right. Facebook Marketplace just opened up the ability, at the time of this video being shot, they just opened up the ability for individuals to actually post listings for rentals. And so this is a great service. We get, I would say that between the MLS is first for us, Zillow is second for us, Apartmentscom and Facebook are the third ones that provide us with the most visibility, which leads to the most inquiries or online leads, right? Okay, so the fifth one is a website called ehareright, right? And so this is geared to the military. Now, this website, there is a fee if you wanted to do a more enhanced version of your listing. And again, most of the people that are searching for listings on this particular website are military people that are tied to the military. And you also, if you're a renter looking at this video, which I don't know why you would be, but if you are, this is a great website to also look for obscure properties that you won't find anywhere, right? Let's see, and then the next one is military by owner, right? Now, this is another fee. This is another service that another website that could be a fee, right? So we'll put a star right there. There is a fee for military by owner. There are some limitations to military by owner, and military by owner has done a great job of marketing itself to the military community. So it is very common for military personnel to go to these two websites first, and then maybe through an agent, and then maybe through Zillow or these other mediums. All right, so private community, right? Network. Okay, so private community networks, an example of this is in the Montebello condos, which is one of the larger condominium complexes in the Northern Virginia area. They have a private website for owners. This private website is only used by owners. It's not really used by the outside public. And because it's a large development, you gain some traction, some exposure to your property. It's more common to generate leads or inquiries for units that are for sale than that are being rented. And this is just, you want to expose your property as much as you possibly can. Number 8. So let's see, GeoBased Facebook groups. Okay, so in some of the Facebook groups, especially one that I participate in, I think it's called All Things Alexandria, Springfield, Burke, Annandale, is possibly the name. In that group, real estate agents cannot market their listings in those groups, but if you own a property yourself, or if you have a rental yourself, you could post into that group. The group that I'm referencing right now, that group has, I guess, like maybe just shy of 7,000 people in that group. It's a great way to get more exposure to your listing, right? This is all about exposure. You want to increase the amount of exposure you have, right? And the last place you want to market your place to is NextDoor. Okay, so NextDoor is a neighborhood community. It's like Facebook for your neighborhood. NextDoor does not allow real estate agents to post ads or information about listings into the NextDoor community. But you, as the owner of this property, you could register your name. You could set up an account through your address for NextDoor for the property that you have, and then you can let people know that this property is going to be rented. It's going to be coming on the market soon. So that's it. So that's the 9 ways to market your rental property. If you have any questions, right? If you have any questions about this, please shoot me an email to abraham@askawalker.com. Also, in the comment section, right, or in the description section, wherever you're watching this, there's going to be a link to the webpage that we're building out that's going to house all of the data that pertains to this information. And as always, I will see you on the next video. Peace.